What the fuck do you know? The guy's a fucking bus driver. That's the highest possible education in the world. He's a bus driver, okay?
How dare you!
What the fuck do you know? The guy's a fucking bus driver. That's the highest possible education in the world. He's a bus driver, okay?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Docs Report live stream. The Holiday Man channel access was secured by the Central Florida Network, and negotiations are very ongoing and intensive. Retired United States citizens, Tea Party MAGA member and proud of it, a recipient of Medicare payments, living and broadcasting from Central Florida. Where precisely?
Del Boca Vista.
Thank you, Frank. This live stream is several things. It's my vlog, it's my citizen journalism account, and my generalized social online platform. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for liking and subscribing to the Holiday Man YouTube channel. Yes, this is my show on the Holiday Man channel in association with the Central Florida Network. I hope that's not too confusing. 17 people watching. All aboard? What? All aboard? All aboard what? Well, there he is, the bus driver, Central Florida Network. I never did wear a hat when I drove a bus. Never did. And Columbus, Ohio in the background. Looks like a bus station to me. But we never back into them. You know, you don't never do that. Pull forward. 9 comments already, 8 comments. All right, now here's the deal. I don't have control over the YouTube channel. All I have control over is my show and StreamYard. So I can either time you out or I can bounce you. And I couldn't set the limits, so well, let's go. Do I dare look? Maybe I should do chit. Well, then I'll fall behind. Well, a little chit chat before I look at it, because once I get started, basically the comments can take over the show, which is a good thing if you don't do preparation. But the Docs Report preps. We have Tim, well, let's see, no, that's not true. We have PlayBoard. Let me go to my outline, not notes, outline. Where's my outline? Here we go. I bought some new plants. I took the hedge that's in front of my window, just off the kitchen. I put in big blue liriope. And, we're going to have an NPD public service announcement. A little bit about the king and the queen. I mean, they were over here. Politics. Yeah. Oh, PlayBoard. PlayBoard a go-go, I believe. Yeah, I ordered a new watch, a new G-Shock. Party of Hate. Well, that would be the Democrats. Or the labor union, because they hate people. The Labor Party, excuse me. Or the liberals up in Canada, they hate citizens. That's my opinion. All right, little talk, little chat. So I worked out Monday, Tuesday, and I just had to get this hedge done because today is supposed to be really raining. There's a tornado watch. We'll see. We do need the water. But so I decided, I'll give you the view from inside the lanai. Now you can see the attached bird cage. And it's 18, you may have a gust of 31 miles per hour, but if a hurricane comes, what are you going to do? You know, You just have to write it out. What can I do? I doubt it. We're a little too far south, but you never know. I think we're just on the edge of it. So let's see. I worked out Monday, Tuesday. Took Thursday morning off and Friday morning off to do the hedge out there, the beast, the one that is right on the golf course. But I trimmed up other ones too. And it was just like, man, and they're still golfing. It's like 18 mile an hour weather. I'll give you the weather. Yeah, I know, you got a lot of questions. Listen, there's negotiations are still going on. It could be anything from a hostile takeover to who knows what. Weather, 86 degrees, windy, tornado watch, rain at 3 p.m. God, geez, I hope it rained. Got to have some rain. What's the current wind? 21 miles per hour, 56% humidity. Okay, they're out there. I had a ball hit the house. I couldn't believe it. I went out there and I found one across the street, but it's got to be here somewhere. And then I hear a couple other, but I think it's the canvas on the bird cage. It'll kind of pop. It'll make a noise. So I went out to do the hedge on Friday morning. I get out just so you can barely see. And there was a golf ball. Titleist, Pro V1, goes right in the pocket. 25 comments. I don't even want to look. I guess I have to. Oh, who's that guy? Who's
What the fuck do you know? The guy's a fucking bus driver. That's the highest possible education in the world. He's a bus driver, okay?
Yeah, that's an oldie but goodie. Bear Clooney watches. All right, here we go. Green Shroom is here. He's looking around. And I don't have to read these things. Hey, honey, says somebody. A day show, Rufus? Yeah, that's the only time I go. I only do the day show. Now this is the HolidayMan's channel on YouTube. So when he starts streaming, is going to be the overnight, 3 a.m., 3:20 a.m. or something like that. No, Mental Jock. No, you already heard him. Why should he come over here? Says Gary Hampton. No link for Mental Jock. Hidden Collector, Rebel Streaming, and Jockey How Dare. Well, I gave him 2 hours, didn't I? He came on at 10 o'clock. 11, 12, 1. He's been on 3 hours. How much of him can you take? He was on with ABC. What the? Yeah, there you go. Now, be careful, Green Shroom. Well, yes. Okay. Yes. This is a doc show. I got in a little trouble with my moderator. He says, stop this Trump BS. But then we want a docs report. So my X account is going to be for the spiritually centered. And then my YouTube channel, not Jax's, or not the Holiday Man, but my YouTube channel, I think going forward, I'm going to just keep it for the politics stuff. Because I put out the 60 Minutes thing and I cut out the media. I got like 60 hours of views on that. People want to hear what the president says. We're not interested in what the lion sack media is doing, the fake news. So I might just do that and then turn off the comments. But over here, you can say anything you want within reason. So I'm thinking of just doing sticking with maybe just do all the docs reports over here. The ones that you're aware of, like PlayBoard and, going through the comments and all that stuff. And Morty's here, and he don't know. Hey, what the F? Mark the Shark says, support the Holiday Man. Well, he's only got 100 subscribers. I told him, you got to get streaming. You got to drive traffic over here somehow. So I'll help with that. I'm not making any money. I'm not a Mookie. I'm not behind the scenes. I don't make money on this. How many does he have? Let's go to the channel. 102. Well, he picked up 3. But this will help him get hours too. Rufus, he hasn't digested this. He's interesting. Come on, Rufus, you can read my mind. Right? a fake Jack show. No, well, no. I mean, come on. When you saw me on the thumbnail, you must have thought something was up. Windows look a little cloudy. Well, it's bright. The sun's coming in, and there's a film on it, and there's also the golf screen. There's a film on it. The bright lights are coming in, and that's the best I could get it. I thought it was, I'd give you a different view, and I didn't want to put my camera out if it's going to start raining. And I thought, well, I'll just give you, the lanai here. The lanai is where the chairs are at, and then outside is the bird cage. And off to the right, I did my planting. Liriope, is it? Big blue, but it'll make clumps. It'll get about 2 feet high, but it won't come up past the window, and it should fill in that area. So got the hedge done, and I'm watching the neighbor's house. In fact, I'm watching 2 houses. And so, all alone in Del Boca Vista. Jimmy don't know, well, this is the doc's report. What is it? Well, if you go to the description, I thought I wrote this down somewhere. What is this? I'll tell you exactly what this is. Hang on. If you go to the description of the show, what does it tell you? It says the HolidayMan Production in association with the Central Florida Network. That's what's going on. Now, will Jax be back with Dr. Bob? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. I wonder if I could give a wrench. If GD Steps comes by, I wonder if I can give him a wrench. I wonder if, this is all got to be negotiated, and the talks are intensive. Docs, is it true? Yeah, he was. But I get enough Trump, and I did his presser before he got on the plane. You get some really... You got to realize the New York Post and everybody else and all these other podcasters, they'll take one little clip, and that's their show. I just give you the clip. I just give you the feed. It's interesting. He went after the European automakers. He hit them with a higher tariff because they were cheating, I guess. They weren't living up to their end of the bargain. There was somewhere I heard they have on order 25 more B-2 bombers. So you can pick some stuff up. And he did say something about the missing scientist. He was asked about the scientists that are associated with space or UFOs, that kind of thing. And he said, well, we have hundreds of thousands of scientists in the country, so 10 are missing, and there's suicide and other things. So, but he says there will be a report out. But my point being is, if you just watch those things, and I'll take out the, I got a severe thunderstorm warning. Those can be worse than believe it or not, than a hurricane. Look at that, they're still out there golfing. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is a message. Okay, has been issued for an area within your alert. Okay, reply yes. Okay, put in yes. What can I do? My neighbor did tell me, if you hear it, he says, you ever heard one? And I go, well, I heard it sounds like a train. He goes, yeah, get in the laundry room, shut the doors, and just get in the laundry room because there's no windows. I didn't think of that. I got another alert. Okay, I know it's coming. Yeah, he was in the Villages, but it's a Republican Party event. Republican Party of Florida. I'm not a Republican. I'm a registered independent, so they're not going to let me in. I didn't have a ticket, and it's too crowded. And you can watch it live on television. This guy how does he have all this energy? He's 79 years old. He'll be 80 in June. That just shocks me. And he's a little heavy. I mean, he gets so much done. It's unbelievable. Ban hammer coming out quick, whatever that means. Oh, the ban hammer from me? No, I just ignore you. Make a lobster. Where is the holiday man? He's doing errands. I don't know if he works on Saturday or not. He's running around. Plus, he's negotiating with the board of directors of the Central Florida Network. We can do this The easy way or the hard way, a hostile takeover. Don't ban the. Please don't ban the shark. Well, even if I were to ban you, it's not my channel. And I don't want to piss him off, and I don't want to mess up the negotiation. So I would time you out for a day. Really, but, you know, or if I can ignore you. But if you say something that, you know, gets to me, then I may have to. Okay, yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support, Greeno. Oh, you want to give him a plug? I'll give you a plug. Hurricane, Mortimer, I'm excited for your Sunday redo blockbuster show. Okay. What time do the notes start? I don't do notes. I have clips, public service announcements, a rough outline. I don't listen to the other shows. Now, if I'm alerted to something, we do have PlayBoard. I will give you the PlayBoard. PlayBoard a go-go. It's not Whiskey a go-go, but it is PlayBoard a go-go. And I looked for the squeaky wheel with Mental Jock. Can't see it. Now, he's been monetized. I don't know if he's bringing any money in. He got his license, so he kind of did an Archie there. He ran to another country and didn't get a license. I think the beast himself did that in Thailand. But I believe Mental Jock is all, you know, has the license. He's all legal now. Gary Hampton, not good, Jax. Having docs over here. Did you get the new laptop too? Oh, I have an iMac. I'm not getting no stinking laptop. I go small or go big. I like the iMac. When I have to do a show, it's all here. It's easy to do. I can do clips and everything. And I do have I misspoke. I have an iPad Air, 11-inch. And that's kind of nice. That's a little bit larger. And then, I checked out my scorecard. Oh my God. Where are we at? I couldn't believe, I like nice large number, you know, round off numbers. I couldn't believe the money that was sitting in there. Scorecard, S&P 500, I own 0 Bitcoin, 0 gold, 0, no baseball cards, no luxury watches, no artwork. The S&P 500, 5.62% increase from the first of the year. Steady as she goes. I'm not buying anymore, but I'm going to hang in there. When I have to move money, it's going to be a money market. The stocks will go last. I did get a new watch. It is if you look it up, it's the G-Shock Rescue series. Now, it's supposed to be yellow. Now, there's a neon yellow, but really, to me, it looks green. But this says it's a bright yellow. So if it ends up with the same color wristband, then I screwed up a little bit. But it's like the H2000, but instead of digital, it's an analog. Has the hands, which I like. It's tough solar. Hook it up to your phone. Has the bright yellow band. And there was 15 of them. And I go, well, it's $300. I don't know if I want it. And then it dropped to 9. And then as soon as it got to 3, I go, okay, I'm just going to get one. So it'll be here Wednesday. Where is Jax? Dubsy, I don't know. He's out running errands in the Lexus of his. No, it's not the frickin' weather, says Mark. What do you want me to... Well, I mean, Archie's like, he's gone. You know, that's crash and burn. Tim he backed off a little bit on the PlayBoard numbers, but he came clean. I mean, you know, he... what's his name? Sluggo, you know, went after him. He is a trustee kid. I don't know if I've ever mentioned Jesus over here. Have I? When's the last time I did that? Hidden collector, a long wait just to hear docs talk Jesus. I don't. You got the wrong guy for that. Well, like, is that a surprise, Morty? Morty says, Hurricane, I haven't worked out the bugs yet. I'm working on the audio. Morty, the lack of content writes itself. Jimmy, I'm so confused. So does Docs live in the fucktown now? No, I did drive a bus at one time in my life. That says Columbus, Ohio. I'm at the depot there. I thought it was kind of interesting. No. All right, well, okay. Well, we'll have to give Morty a little credit on this one. Morty, F-Town meets the villages. Bear, yeah. He's not impressed with the bus driver. Who's duplicitous? Morty would never be this duplicitous. Who's duplicitous? What are you talking about? Can Jack sing Rebel Yell? Well, you have to ask him. Tech 611, 80 never calling. 80 never calling. Long awaited. Go, Jackson Docs. I think he's going to be teamed up with Dr. Bob. I'm not positive on that, but I think. T-Dub, she cried, more. Docs is a Jack's teaser? No, I'm doing my show. I'm not going to do a show with him, I don't think. I may go on as a guest at some point. But no, I told him, I said, you got to get this thing up streaming. I think the Central Florida Network could work out a deal with you. Well, I can't help you there, JB Tech. Is this Archie Docs? No, this is Jax. This is the Docs Report show on the Holiday Man YouTube channel. Well, you have to change it up. I think I hit on to something. Dirt Stain. So you're pivoting for the 8th time again. No, I think I hit something. I got some traction on. I put up Caroline Levitt's presser, but I took out the press, and that got a lot of hours. And I, well, that's interesting. So the 60 minutes clip. Now, it does say copyright, but it says this is allowed. I thought, well, now I'm getting a little better at iMovie, so I just took out the press. Do you want to see him in the Oval Office? I don't want to see him in the Oval Office. I want to hear what the president says, not what they ask. Because I don't accept the premise of their question. I don't want to hear it. So, but I took it out, and I got 60 hours on like a 45-minute clip. So I thought, there's something here. I may have to do that on my Docs Report YouTube channel. I can come over here to do the Docs Report on the HolidayMan channel. What charity work? Let's see. Oh boy, I don't know if there's any resolve there. Hurricane Docs, while your charity work here is appreciated. Well, it's fun to get on another platform. Now I can do 3 separate things, you know. We really need you to help the lead negotiations between 80 Never Calling and Morty's Russia and Ukraine. Good luck. To bring an end to hostilities between these two great friends. Listen, relationships come and go. You got to bless and release them. Whoever it is. Wait. Oh, yeah, you don't think you're on the Docs channel, are you? No, this is, you went to the HolidayMan YouTube channel. Wait, so Docs is doing a show on the Jackson? Correct. Let's see if you think that tomorrow's hurricane, says AD Never Calling. Now, link for Rufus? No. Green Room, go to bed. Get your rest. Link for Jax. Listen, he doesn't need a link. if he wanted to come on, but he's going to let me do my show. I never interfered with him, when he was over on my channel. So kind of neat how it works. Not up to me, said Morty. Now, there's another thing. I hope these chats go over to the YouTube channel, but I have no control on the YouTube channel. So I can't go in there and make sure it's marked to, replay live chats, that kind of thing. So only Jax, if you're listening, you have to do that. I can get into his StreamYard account, but I can't go into the YouTube account. Mental Jock, no way. He did 3 hours. Link for the channel, or he doesn't need a link. Link for Curly. See Green Room? No. Tomatoes. Link for TW, Dirk Diggler. No. See, you're going to have to learn. I'm the show. You're not. You're in the comments. I got clips to play. I got PlayBoard to do. I welcome the interaction, but I do some prep. Hurricane, Morty, I agree with your assessment that Patrick's in love with you. Something going on there. I think something going on there. He was really hurt by it. By Morty. I don't know. It's a strange dynamic, I must say, between the two. We didn't. Well, I would think the giveaway was like it has everything to. He wouldn't put me up there. You'd see Super Evil Megacorp somewhere. That is the time you know it's Jax's channel. To be honest, we didn't expect to hear you on Jax's channel. Why are you acting surprised that we are surprised? Well, I thought you'd read the clues. Whatever that means, Dirk. McLobster, wah wah. Well, I did bring some things over with me. I mean, I can give you a wah wah for heaven's sakes. Where's the wah wah? Wah wah.
Wah wah. Wah wah.
Oh man, I'm dodging the tomatoes. A lot of tomatoes coming my way. What was Jax thinking? We get to ask him. Whatever. Link for Jock. No. Not interested in Jock. He had 3 hours to talk. Watermelon. Oh my goodness. The Freaky Wonders. Link for... the Freaky Wonders wants a link. No, you got your own channel. No. No links. No. This is Jax's channel, not ours. Well, you don't realize the power of the mob, the dinner theater mob. When they storm the stage, they take over the comments. Ain't gonna happen. We expected Jax. He'll be on at 3 a.m. at some evening. I don't know when. Okay, but the board of directors of the Central Florida Network and myself, say get something up on your channel going. You got to get some traffic. How many times are you going to say it, Mental Jock? Now that's not true. That's not true. Mac Lobster, why does the Central Florida Network monopolize everything in sight? No. It looks for talent, and we had him over here, the board of directors. Why do you want to take somebody who left? Why do you want to get involved with somebody who left? Well, he left in good terms. He's a man of some character, some ethics. What's the word I'm looking for? Some integrity, and it's kind of fun. I go on another channel. Not monopolizing at all. Okay, let's say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye to Mental Jock. Goodbye, Mental Jock. Dirk Diggler. Dirk Diggler says, Dirk saying, you're a Donald J. Trump cultist.
Horrible people. Horrible people. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a disgrace.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. President. What was I listening to? I was listening to something. Oh, yeah, when I get to the clips here, should do that on the half hour. Hidden collector. Negotiate what? 0 super chats on a non-monetized channel? No, or a collaboration, if you want, association. The guardrails. Now this is his turn to set the guardrails. It's his channel. Mark said Jax likes it the hard way. Okay. Oh, you approve of that? Well, maybe I finally got a good guy. It's a return to the good guy alliance. Well, I call it an association. It's not an alliance. It's I'm not his employee. It's not an employer-employee thing. It's an association. Leak for Fleece Johnson. This is diluting your brand, good sir. Well, but I'm not on my YouTube channel. This is diluting your your brand, good sir. Well, listen, he's going to come around. This is just an extra. I'm not taking his place. He was not going to stream today. So you at least get something. Mark the Shark. Green Shroom still throwing the tomatoes. I get the Holiday Road reference. Okay. Oh, I don't get it. Hop on Shroom. No, we don't take boys over here. Yeah, we don't want Shroom over. He's got a bad attitude. Whenever I jump on, Lexer gets weird. No, I had him on for a conversation, right? And he wouldn't talk to me. And then he gets back on his stream and says I was a terrible interviewer. I don't do interviews. Just have a conversation. But the guy wouldn't talk to me. This is your future, baby. Oh, gee, Godwin says, Shroom, this is a POV of your future, baby. Hey, he wishes he had my future. Everyday everyday multimillionaire on the golf course. He wishes he had this. Yes, correct. This is the Jax YouTube channel. That's correct. I am authorized to stream the Docs Report, my show, from his channel. And he hasn't given me any guardrails yet, but that should come back here in a couple days. Negotiations. Well, that's not true. That's not, it's not. Now, if it was a hostile takeover, it might be. Hurricane, Art of the Deal, this is a Central Florida Network proxy channel. No, Jack does his own thing. The CFN, I didn't go for the hate stuff, but that's his stuff. That's his thing, not mine. Okay, have a good day. Docs, who owns this channel? Be specific. Okay, the channel, there's only the YouTube channel. A direct question to Doc's Report. Who owns this channel? Be specific. Well, that'd be Jack's. It's his channel. It's his Gmail account. I can't get into the controls of it. I don't have his password. Jimmy's laughing. Morty is still in disbelief. What, Jax? What are you doing, man? Doc's promised Jax he'd more. I'm done. I can't take it. I told you about my neighbor, the military guy. He's 74 or 5. He finally gave up. He says, I'm done. I said, what? You done what? Mowing the lawn? Yes, done. I go, it's pricey, $70 a month. He goes, I don't care. I am done. So good for him. Now he's I said, what about the hedge? Because his hedge is worse than mine. He let it get, his He's a little larger and more complicated. He's got palm trees in it and everything else. He's going to get somebody to do it for him now. That'll be interesting because I can still do it, but it is hard. Doc's promised Jax he'd mow the lawn for a year if he could take over. I'm not taking over his channel. He's well aware I'm streaming right now. I didn't take over anything. I'm doing my show. I'm not doing anything on his, end of it. Well, because AD never calling. If there's still negotiations ongoing, why are you already doing a show on the channel? Is this an audition to finalize? No, it's not an audition. I just told him, you've got to get something up on the stream. You can't just let it sit empty. Get some action going on. I'll do my show over here until I maybe I may just keep it over here. I can save my YouTube channel for the Trump stuff, even though I have some clips now. But I mean the heavy, where the press conferences and that kind of thing. And I do the spiritually centered on the X account, and then here I can just do my show that I normally would do. Come clean. Yeah, come clean on that, Patrick. AD, when you getting monetized? And he said he would never do that, but that could change. Chili Badger, is this AI? This is not Jax. This is Doc's. This is Doc's report, Chili Badger. 500 more hours, Hidden Collector. Then you are going to monetize. Really? Where does the money go? Charity? AD says 2 weeks, maybe. 500 more will be monetized after tomorrow. Show Patrick. AD. No, I have not been informed of this, but who knows? It's not my channel. So, AD never calling. Going on after this Doc's report on Jax's channel. You got your own channel. The Jax report. No, he's stuck with evil, super evil megacorp. Thank you. It is the same. Thank you. I want it to be the same. Let's see. The Doc channel. When I want the Jack show. Well, you just got to look at the thumbnail closely, Morty. I watch the Holiday Man's channel. What the hell is this? Jeez. Well, this is I'm just on a different platform. I'm still on YouTube, but it's his YouTube channel. That's all. Art of the Deal doesn't like it. How many board meetings did Doc come up with this strategy? Jimmy, how many board meetings did Docs and Jax have to go to come up with this strategy? Well, talk to him about it. If you want me thrown off, you have to talk to him about it. Ooh, that's catchy. I like that. I like that. G. Godwin, the Holiday Network. Interesting. THN, the Holiday Network. Kind of interesting. 80 never calling. Who makes the rules on that? Well, I think you're confusing channel with show. My show is my show. His show is his show. The rules or the guardrails, that would have to be set by Jax. It's his channel. Who makes the rules on this channel and how many are there? Well, I haven't got a list yet. I gave him a mini list of, it's a guardrail. He doesn't like guardrails. So he went over to Curly's. I dare, who watches? Do you watch that? The Scratchy, I dare say this has just written Curly's show for tomorrow. Well, any show on here, this is his show. I mean, that's all he does. Well, it was part of the estate sale. Morty, those two chairs look really old. Oh, thank you. Is Jax tied up in the basement? The freaky winders brought me here. Oh, really? He sent you over? Well, that was nice of him. I still timed him out. I expect half will be banned when Jax rewatches this. It's up to him. It's his channel from YouTube. You hear that, Morty? Vintage furniture is in. Well, this is actually lanai furniture. This is not, but it is enclosed, and it gets. Those are single pane windows, so it really gets hot in the summer, really cold in the winter. But I have patio doors on the inside. I can seal it off. Link. No, I got clips to play. AD cries with more. Oh, they're communicating already. Yes, Marty, I smell mothballs. I think I'd prefer that you all got a girlfriend instead of starting another channel. What does that have to do with it? I think we'd all prefer that you got a girlfriend. Oh, I wouldn't mind it. Instead of starting another channel. I'm not starting another channel. I am just presenting my show on his YouTube channel. I guess Bob didn't accept the keys. I don't know. I'm surprised Dr. Bob hasn't showed up here somewhere. Jackson's busy moving, man. I don't know. Test with Rufus says testing. Great question, Derek. Will Bob have his own show here too? Ooh, that I don't know. I was expecting they'd partner up again. Great question, Dark, says Patrick. Will Bob have his own show here too? I don't know. The Lawnmower Man, I bet Jax remembers that movie. Boy, I guess I got to get my clips in here sometime. So, guess what I'm going to do? Marker. Big bold print. Lawnmower Man, remember that movie? So what's next? Never does a show on the diner? I don't think people, I think it would be hard to work with Morty. Jimmy, so what's next? Never does a show on the diner, or Tubby does a show on Tim's channel. F me dead. What happened to unity? Patrick's all about unity. It is a form of unity. Hop on and do the wizard voice, man. No. He's got his own channel. I'm doing my show. He can do his show. Ted Turner would be proud. Wawa Brothers. Well, that would be Patrick. Patrick and Docs. Too loud for you? Can you give us a warning before you play the Wawa? If I remember. I don't think anyone will be made whole with Rufus. I thought Jack was doing a show on you. Oh, interesting. He can still do that on his show. I thought Jax was doing a show on you. That's what I thought. Docs didn't expect you. Okay, I surprised you then. I didn't think I'd be surprised to anybody, but even if your mug was on the thumbnail. Standing rule of not doing panels with others as a gift to Jax. I think I would go over on his show with him and Dr. Bob. I could do that. But share the stage with, I don't know, somebody like Dirk Dirtstain? No. Jimmy Docs, perhaps you could drop your long-standing rule of not doing panels with others as a gift to Jack. Well, no. Oh, Morty's complaining. At least I'm going through it. I haven't done anything else, Morty. Wizard making everybody whole, man. I really don't. I'm going to stay out of it. Now, he's been shown the door. He's been timed out. He's been on for 3 hours, and he has to come over here? No. Let's see, I'm bored per usual. Okay. All right, well, what's keeping you? Freaky Winder. Ooh, Freaky Winders was banned and their comments were removed. Well, I didn't ban him. I timed him out. Unless somebody else banned him. Dirk Diggler, Jock comebacks. Jock comeback, so entertaining. If he was so entertaining, why wouldn't he keep his show going? You removed, I put him in timeout, Morty. But I don't know where Jax is at. He could do that from his phone. I don't know, but I didn't do it. I timed him out. Jock hates Jax, according to Giwa. Dux, you better not entertain anyone else at the Wawa. That's our play. Oh, all right. Mookie, Curly, clip it. 80 never calling Dux. You better not entertain anyone else at the Wawa. That's our place. Dubsy. In my villages, we have a guarding crew, Docs. Oh, here at Del Boca Vista, they do have villas. And I didn't know at the time, and I wanted the view on the golf course. But they have villas where you don't do any landscaping. It's all paid for. Your HOA fees are a little higher, but they replace the sprinklers. You pay for the water, but they do all the work. They mow it. They do everything. In case any of my fellow seniors are interested in Del Boca Vista, there are villages, I believe. But they sell pretty quick. They're a little pricier. I think they're in the older section, too. I think they got a little elevation to them. You may have a view, though, of Central Florida. This is my show. Now, if he puts that in the guardrail, if he says no more Wawas on this channel, okay, but this is my show, not Jax's. That's his channel. And we have Laura Katz. Says Dubsy, 80 never comments exactly what I expect. Gee, I currently... never calling. I'm currently making Walmart cheeseburger hamburgers helper for the snacks portion on the NewBroShow. Club Neo. Dang, we love Neo. I still think I would have given Jax an iMac, but he didn't want it. You streaming on Jax's show. I can answer that, but I'm not going to. Art of the deal. Why Jock so upset you streaming on Jax's show? I can go deep on that or superficial on that, but I'm not going to go anywhere with it. Dubsy, I heard Bear got paid for his appearance on Pluto's show. If that's... well, Lux better get paid first. I don't think he's got the money to pay anybody. Your windows are dirty, man. Well, the light coming in, and there's tinted, and there's you can kind of, there's the golf screen there too. Macalobster. About the dark side of the who buys? Okay, yeah. Do that somewhere else. Now that's me. That's not Holiday Man. That's me, because that's YouTube. All right, I got to play some clips, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do. I should keep that up. Yeah, that'll dirty it up. All right, clips. You know, we did have the King and. Now how am I going to do this? Hang on. Okay, I know how I'm going to do it, I think. Don't want that. Hang on, I got to figure this out. So if I go here, don't want to do that. Take that away. Okay, that works. Now we can play the clips. The King and Queen of the United Kingdom. King Charles and the Queen. President speaks.
Our ancestors would surely be filled with awe and pride that the Anglo-American Revolution in human freedom was never, ever extinguished, but carried forward across centuries, across oceans, and across history until it became a fire that lit the entire world. So today we look back on 250 years. Let us remember what has made our countries the two most exceptional nations the world has ever known. And together let us go forward with even stronger resolve to carry on our sacred devotion to liberty and to the traditions of excellence that have been our shared gift of all mankind. Your Majesties, thank you once again for making this important visit. We are so honored. May God forever bless the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Northern Ireland, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Now, how could you destroy all that? Open borders. That's all you have to do. Open the borders wide. Get everybody in so you can stay in power. And I'm talking about the Labour Party, the Liberals up in Canada, and the Democrats down here. Now, changing the subject. This is kind of sad in a way. The people who are, there's a new religion in town. It's called alien, the UFO, the UAPs. Listen to this.
Contact in the Desert is back. Come see a legendary lineup of iconic speakers, including George Knapp, Jeremy Corbell, Daniel Sheehan, George Noory, Whitley Strieber, Chris Ramsey, Dr. Diane Hennessy Powell, and many more. Join us in beautiful Indian Wells, California, May 28th through June 1st, as we explore infinite realms. Get your tickets now at contactinthedesert.com.
Yeah, you have a lot of questions. They don't have any answers. Robert Bigelow, does that ring a bell? Bigelow Aerospace, an individual who's probably spent more money on UAPs and UFO studies than anybody. He's done with it. He is done. He's walking away from it because it's still an enigma. So why would you chase it like that? It's not going to answer your pressing questions about life. It's not going to do it. It's getting dark out there. Look at the wind blowing. I hear a little bit of thunder. Let's see. Where's my marker? How far do I have to go? See, I would have put it in slow-mo. I don't know where my marker is. Are you kidding me? All right, there, I am. Okay, I saw that. Okay, here we go. Marker. Okay, AD never calling, Patrick. For the record, not monetizing was Baba's desire. Brother Baba Booey. That changed when he moved on. See, I answer the tough questions clearly. All right, so he's going to monetize. Another monetized channel. Well, I only know of one that's not monetized. The Docs Reports YouTube channel. Well, I'll be helping him monetize over here. So I guess if I'm still broadcasting here when he's monetized, then I would be that money. I guess I'd have to read your super chats or do something with him. I don't know. We'll worry about that if and when it happens. Gee Godwa, Pluto TV. Ticker's in the house. Morty, it's been a PR for the Jack's Channel 2 timeout freaky one. It's bad publicity for the Jack's Channel 2 timeout freaky. I don't listen. It's my show, his channel, my show. If I get a guardrail that says do not time out anyone, then I'll follow it. But so far, I haven't been given any guardrails. Dubsy needs to be at home with a Pepsi. Says you got to a green room. Go to bed, green room. Link for Prince Andreas. Well, there are no rules. Rules? I don't need no stinking rules. No, his channel. He told me to go ahead, and I gave him a list of guardrails. But until he says, docs, he didn't have a kind. You may want to see if timing people out in the chat is breaking one of the. There's nothing in front of me. Surdy Danny wants Green Room to do another show. Jack says he doesn't do politics. Fine. That's his show. This is my show. Well, be sure to ask him that, Rufus. If he doesn't want politics, then make a guardrail out of it. Oh, what was that? King Charles got some deal that between the bourbon, Kentucky bourbon makers and the Scottish Scotch makers with the barrels. Something because of their good relationship, some tariff got lifted. I'm going to have to research that one. I mean, I'm into my single malt Scotch, but not that much into it. But I have to research that one. No Scotland shot out, says Mac Lobster. Well, I guess not. He did say Northern Ireland. Let's see. Contact in the villages. Man, did the king stealth troll the orange man in his speech to U.S. Congress? Okay, says Rufus. Very good. Is that house tornado proof? I don't think any house here is tornado proof. You can't, a direct hit, don't scare me like that. I just want some rain. What is it, 2 o'clock, maybe at 3 o'clock? I hope we get some rain. Here's the U.S. supporter, Tickers himself. I just got back from Florida again, still love the U.S. of A. Well, if you got a, no, I better not say it. That was my advice to roommates. She's got a nursing degree. You can get in Florida. You got a nursing degree. I'm really happy. This is happening hard to believe. Trump is 2 years older than King Charles. Well, he doesn't drink. Trump does not. He's never tasted alcohol. He's a little bit overweight, but I can't. Could you keep up with him? I couldn't keep up with him. Thunder at AD Never Calling. I'm really happy this is happening. It's hard to believe that Trump is 2 years older than King Charles. Wow, he'll be 80 in June. Trump, Presidente Trump. Okay. Yep. We're there. 80 of your clip audio is way too loud. Well, you got a volume control. Docs is having a wee dram right now. No. I had some cognac last night. Extra old Costco brand cognac. Ooh, I hear the rain on the roof. That's good. Harry and Meg were down under Australia. Taxpayers had to pay, says Dubsy. Are you working, Dubsy? You're not a taxpayer then. You didn't have to pay if you're not working. Can you trust somebody who's never drank? Yeah, I think you can. Depends who the person is. Okay, I would like Jock's wife to nurse me. Seems a little strange, says Give God. All right, marker. AD Never Calling was making fun of my marker, but it's heavy chat, heavy incoming. So now we're going to get to some hardcore politics. Where are we at? Yeah. Oh, we got an indictment. Somebody associated with. Oh, get rid of that. Hang on. We have an indictment. someone associated with Dr. Fauci. Let's get rid of this. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Blackout. Someone's getting indicted.
Former top advisor to Dr. Anthony Fauci now facing criminal charges. This over an alleged cover-up involving research into the origins of COVID. Rich Edson on this story. Intriguing, Rich. What you find out there in Washington?
Yeah, it is, Bill. The Justice Department has charged David Morins, a doctor, with conspiracy, claiming he concealed federal records to counter evidence that COVID-19 may have leaked from a lab in China, all to help restore a controversial coronavirus grant. Morins, a former aide to Dr. Anthony Fauci, testified before the House's COVID Select Subcommittee nearly 2 years ago about emails he'd sent in February 2021, claiming that he'd learned to make emails disappear after he received Freedom of Information Act requests.
Ever delete or attempt to delete a federal record?
No, but let me explain why. When I came there in 1998, we were instructed to delete emails or to move them into PST files frequently because they jammed the computer.
The Justice Department says Morins used his personal Gmail account to exchange non-public information. The indictment also claims an unnamed co-conspirator gave Morins wine for his, quote, behind-the-scenes shenanigans, then suggested he could push scientific commentary in a prominent medical journal advocating that COVID-19 had natural origins. That's a competing claim with the lab leak theory. The indictment says the co-conspirator could also provide meals at top restaurants in Paris, New York, and Washington, D.C. In April 2020, the NIH terminated that back coronavirus grant awarded to EcoHealth Alliance, who then contracted the Wuhan Institute of Virology to conduct that research in China. From the start of the pandemic, its president, Peter Daszak, worked to discredit any theory that COVID-19 had leaked from that lab.
Okay.
Bill?
All right. Thank you, Rich. More to come. Rich Edson on that story from Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Okay, hearing some thunder, but if the power goes out, I apologize. One more clip, and we're an hour in, and we're going to go to PlayBoard a go-go after this clip. Obama knew all along.
We knew Hillary created the dossier, and now we have proof that Barack was calling the shots, and the documents to prove it.
Declassified documents revealing former CIA Director John Brennan briefed then-President Obama on Hillary Clinton's purported plan to smear then-candidate Trump in 2016, adding to what the National Intelligence Director has already declassified on this issue, and raising more questions tonight about how much more of this will come out before Election Day. Good evening, Mike.
Brett, good evening. These are handwritten notes from former CIA Director John Brennan, written according to a source familiar after Brennan briefed President Obama. At one point, Brennan writes, quote, approved by Hillary Clinton, a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to vilify Donald Trump by stirring up a scandal claiming interference by the Russian security service. The notes say on 28 of July, in the margin, Brennan writes POTUS, but that section of the notes are redacted. Then it says any evidence of collaboration between Trump campaign and Russia. The remainder of the notes are redacted, except in the margins where it says JC, Dennis, and Susan. That could be referring to former FBI Director James Comey, former Obama Chief of Staff Dennis McDonough, and former National Security Advisor Susan Rice. The CIA sent a memo to former FBI Director James Comey and Peter Strzok writing, quote, the following information is provided for the exclusive use of your Bureau for background investigative action or lead purposes as appropriate. One example the CIA includes, quote, an exchange redacted discussing U.S. presidential candidate Hillary Clinton's approval of a plan concerning U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections as a means of distracting the public from her use of a private email server. At a hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee last week, Comey was pressed on what he did with information provided by the CIA.
Did you open an investigation?
I don't know what that refers to. As I said earlier, that does not ring any bells with me when I read that.
You did not receive any investigative referral of this nature?
I don't remember it. I don't remember receiving anything that's described in that letter.
We knew Hillary created the dossier, and now we have proof that Barack was calling the shots, and the documents to prove it.
Justice for all? Maybe not. All right, PlayBoard had to bring the girls back double time. Oh, here we starting off with Timmy Tin Cup Panhandling Trust Funded Marxist Airport Lounge Scrounger. Where's the 30-day, Lex? Well, it's right there. Okay, what do we got here? We have $20. I don't think he streamed today or yesterday. $0 yesterday. Last 7 days, $330. 30-day total, $4,064 for the Timmy Tin Cup. Upper right, under the Docs report logo, $323,729. Not bad for the kid, the trust fund kid. Not bad at all. Who else you got there? Docs? Well, let's get rid of that. Well, that would be the cult leader himself, the beast of Brisbane. No, he's not doing too well. $0, the morning show, if there was a morning show. Yesterday revenue, $137. Not good. Last 7 days, all the way down to $1,000. AC 30-day, $3,286. Not good. But, you know, they got somebody running the dungeon, don't you know? Let's get rid of this. Hang on. Well, who's over there running the dungeon? The Easy Company. Super Chat. $0. Yesterday, $0. Today was $0. Yesterday, $0. Last 7 days, $0. 30 days, $0. Upper right, all time, $78,669. Oh, it's finally starting to rain decently. Thank you, Lord. Coming down. You don't want to be out there now. Big drops. Heavy rain is forecasted in the next hour. Oh, good. Don't wash my new plants away. Comments? Marker, there's my marker. What personality does Lexi have? You asking me? I don't want to say, and I don't. There's something else going on there. I don't want to say it publicly. What personality disorder does Lexi have? I don't want to answer that. Dubsy, you don't understand, Docs. We all pay. in pricing or licenses or whatever. They tax everything. Yep, that's true. What's the breaking news, G. Godwa? Isn't this a copyright strike? What? The dancers? No. State regime media. Debs, at least you didn't pay $25 billion for a useless war that made useless? Really? Let me ask you a question. Well, the Venezuela war was paid through Venezuela oil, so that's been paid for. But a useless war? I'll ask you the same question Dershowitz asking Tucker.
It's a terrible thing when Americans are rooting for Iran. Ask Tucker Carlson whether he is okay with Iran getting a nuclear weapon. I don't know what his answer would be.
What about you, McLobster? Are you okay with the Ayatollah getting a nuclear weapon? Or you're like Tommy, you're just going to ask another question? Just give me a yes or a no. I don't know about that, Tommy. Where is Tommy? I thought I had these. Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy's a bad kid. He's a bad seed.
Tommy?
Tommy's a bad kid. He's a bad seed.
Okay, that was his uncle. Grasping at straws, says Dirk. Stephen L. Oh, here we go. Stephen L., the top international reporter. Don't hold it against him, but I think he's a Timmy fan. Hi, Docs. As a gesture of friendship to the King and Queen, Trump lifted the restrictions on wooden barrels between Scotland and Kentucky, between the Scotch and the bourbon people. The 10% Scotch whiskey tax was also removed. Well, boo-hoo-hoo for me, because I've already got my supply. I can't buy any more. I got enough. But thank you, Stephen. Okay, diversion. Yeah, okay, Dirk. Dirk, you're just part of the hate group, and you know it. Where is the lovely Caroline Levitt? Yep, party of hate. They're deranged and they're dangerous, and their followers are clueless.
And unfortunately, it's not just the media, it is the entire Democrat Party has made their pitch to voters across the country that Donald Trump poses an existential threat to democracy, that he is a fascist, and that they compare him to Hitler. I mean, these are despicable statements that the American people have been consuming for years. And so many mentally perturbed individuals are led to believe these words are truth and then are inspired to act on it. I have a whole host of examples that we can share with you after. It is pages and pages of major Democrat Party elected officials saying, such as Rep. Hakeem Jeffries just this month said, "We are in an era of maximum warfare everywhere all the time." Governor Josh Shapiro said heads need to roll within the administration. Senator Alex Padilla said people are, quote, dying because of fear and terror caused by the Trump administration. Senator Elizabeth Warren, President Trump is making the country look like a, quote, fascist state. Senator Adam Schiff saying President Trump using a dictator playbook. Senator Ed Markey calling President Trump a dictator, saying that this administration's actions are authoritarianism on steroids. Governor J.B. Pritzker, never before in my life have I called for mass protest disruptions. These Republicans cannot know a moment of peace. You have Rep. Presley saying, "We'll see you in the streets." Rep. Monica McIver, a Democrat representative on Capitol Hill, "We will not take this shit from Donald Trump. He thinks he's a dictator. We are at war." These are Democrat elected officials calling for war against the President of the United States and his supporters. I could go on and on, but again, when you have people in positions of power that are saying things like this every single day for years, you are inspiring violence by people who are already mentally ill. And that's what we've seen against this president for far too long.
There you go. Third assassination attempt. Democrats are deranged and dangerous. I would never vote for one. Never, ever. since as the King of Canada, King Charles, he could have removed the company's boycott of U.S. spirits, but chose a much smaller concession. Oh, he could have done better. Oh, yeah, right, Rufus, right. Okay, yeah. Deranged and dangerous. Hackett, $1,000 Brisbane grifter a week, astonishing. Oh, in his heyday, it was much more than that. He can't live on this now. Coming down good. We need the rain. So fantastic. $1,000+ for the Brisbane grifter, the beast of Brisbane, in a week is astounding. I let him go. I don't even, who cares? AD never calling, now OC is rebel streaming you. Damn, well, I only do an hour and a half, but that's fine. It's competition. You got to be able to compete. Oh, is Rudy, no. No, answer the question. Are you okay with the Ayatollah getting a nuclear weapon? That's a nuke part of the deal. Not just rooting. Do you want him to have are you okay with Iran, the Ayatollah, getting a nuke? Mrs. Wilkinson, AC3 hates pensioners. One day he may be one. He'll be on the dole. No, he should be okay, really, if he sells a house, if he can get some kind of housing. Actually, if Mrs. Lai were to take him in, he gets the divorce, sells the house, he'll have plenty of money. And I didn't bring the secret. You heard him tell you the secret, right? I didn't bring that clip over me. Well, it's changed, AD never calling. You got to be fluid. You have to be able to zig and zag. X is spiritually centered. Doc's report is going to be political on my YouTube channel. And over here, I think I'll do my regular Doc's report. So what you said you do? No, well, that's changed. But now you're doing it here on the Jack show, Jack's channel, correct? Making adjustments. I'm not set in stone, Patrick. I'm making adjustments. Again, McLobster, are you okay with the Ayatollah having a nuke? Give me a yes and a no. Just say, yes, I'm okay with an Ayatollah having a nuke. But you don't do that. You just ask questions. You're like Tommy, the Tommy cons. Yeah, there are a lot of haters. They're jealous. Dubsy, the king. I'm not a royalty watcher. I didn't watch any of it. And I didn't watch any of the assassination attempt either. I don't want it in my consciousness. I don't watch it. I didn't even watch his speech either. I like the press. I like when he's on his feet doing the pressers. I mean, you can learn a lot of stuff on his answers. Finally, good afternoon, Lex. Jack should have set some guardrails. No U.S. imperialist propaganda on the. I was just going to give you a wrench. Can I give you a wrench? Now, he can always take it away from you. I don't know if I can do that. I guess I can't. No, that has to be through the YouTube channel. Propaganda. Oh, come on. It's just trying to have some equal time. I mean, he's got to go up against every media outlet in the United States and in the world. I can't the little old Doc's report say a few things. Uh-oh, JB, Mama Bear in the house. Good evening. My time frame Doc's in the chat. I am sad that Spirit Airlines shut down this morning. A lot of lost jobs. I think it's about 14,000 or 13,000. Well, there was a deal. He talked about that in the press conference, but they have to get paid first. The government has to be paid first, but they couldn't come to terms with it. Spirit Airlines shut down this morning. Lots of jobs. What's their hub center? Is that down in Texas? Again, yeah, I don't have a problem with the Israelis having a nuke. They never threatened to use it. In fact, they didn't even say they had one. I don't think they've ever admitted to it. But again, you won't answer the question. just more talking. And are you okay with the Iran, with the Ayatollah having a nuke? Just say that. Just put it out there. Again, and Dirk won't answer it either. All of you anti-Trumpers and anti-Israelis and all of you, the war, it's terrible. Give me an answer. By that I mean they voted against Jet's blue offer. Oh, okay, the government could still do something then. By that I mean they voted against JetBlue's offer to buy them. Okay. And they want a golden parachute, the executive team, going out of business, and they want their parachutes. Oh, here's Dirk going Rufus on me. He knows how he think. Lex doesn't care about, yeah, you're Rufus. You can read my mind. Yeah, right. GD, yeah. Again, don't ask me a question. Tanzil, are you okay with Iran, the Ayatollah, having a nuke? Put it in print here. Say, yeah, I'm fine with it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Art of the deal. Again, Dershowitz question, are you okay with Iran and Ayatollah having a nuke? But nobody's going to answer it, so I'll wait for the answer and I'll stop asking that question. Back to the clips. Promo for Newsmax. That was today's sponsor. I'm a Newsmax kind of guy. Comey.
The FBI director acting like he's some sort of, look at him, look at that smug weirdo. James Comey, coming out like a big boy on late night TV. Disgusting. He was a disgusting director, so incredibly political and self-righteous. Oh my gosh. And he thought he was running the country. He really he thought he had the virtue, right? That he was the man. And the Bureau, protect the Bureau. The Bureau is more important than the Constitution. Well, this guy has been indicted, and it's a richly deserved indictment. Now, you may remember about a year ago, he takes a picture of a little thing on the beach, 8647. Cool shell formation on my beach walk. He put that on his Instagram. Now, what, he thinks he's being cute? 8647, that means, well, it can mean a lot of things. It means get rid of the 47th president of the United States, right? 86. That's code for get rid of him, cancel it, kill him? Who knows? Look, anybody ever see the movie Casino? I saw it actually twice, maybe. I like Goodfellas better. But Don Rickles makes a phone call to the boss, Robert De Niro. And it went like this.
Yeah, Sam, we got a problem. What is it? The little guy. He's half in a bag, and nobody told him he was 86 from the joint.
86 from the joint. That's how mob guys talk. You saw that, right? These were brutal people in that movie. Brutal. It's a very bad thing that Comey did, and now he's in big trouble, actually. Look, it's against the law to threaten the President of the United States. I remember that growing up as a kid. I actually do. There was this idea, if you said something about the president out loud, you could be arrested in terms of threatening him. I'm going to kill the... If you did that, the Secret Service could legally have a talk with you, and they could even charge you.
But what Rufus doesn't know is they have an email. There's some emails here. It's not just the shells on the beach. They have some emails. All right, Democrat, deranged, dangerous.
When climate change is flooding our streets, poisoning our air, driving up health care and disaster costs, how can the EPA justify abandoning that duty to protect Americans to appease polluters under the false flag of economic growth?
Following the law, Section 202 of the Clean Air Act, where does it say anything about fighting global climate change? Loper-Bright, Supreme Court case, you familiar with it?
No, maybe others are. I'm not. But let me ask.
But that's really important. As a member of Congress, Loper Bright says that we, as an agency, don't have the authority to get creative. If Section 202 of the Clean Air Act.
No, but you don't have. Excuse me. You do not have the right to say climate change does not exist. That it's a hoax, and that's where this administration is coming from.
I understand you're upset that you don't know what Loper Bright is. Do you know what the major policies doctrine is?
I'm upset because
you know what the major policies doctrine is.
You know what, let me just
you're a
say
member
this
of
to
Congress. You should know.
Well, you have moved from someone who defended the environment to all of a sudden
I'm very defensive about not knowing the two biggest landmark Supreme Court cases of the last year with regards to your question.
You are very defensive about changing your policy and your positions with regard to the environment.
Okay.
Now, you just tell
Do you want me to tell you what the two biggest Supreme Court cases are of the last few years?
This is what I want you
Michigan
to tell
versus
me.
EPA.
Whoa.
West Virginia versus EPA.
You know, you're here because you need money from us. So halt for the second and wait for the questions and answer the questions.
Well, I answered your question,
No, you
and
didn't.
you didn't like my answer because you
did
don't
not
know what
answer the
Loper Bright is,
question.
because you don't know what the major policies doctrine is,
Chairman,
because you're asking me about Section 202 of the Clean Air Act, and you don't read it. You don't know what it says.
Listen, and what you want to do is to deny. You want
No,
to.
I actually read the law. I do my homework.
Really?
You're just somebody who likes to have the microphone on. You know what I have to do? I read the law. I read the Supreme Court cases.
This, and I would say
no,
this,
what you should do for your constituents is actually read statute.
The budget is at real risk.
Read your Supreme Court.
This is the Appropriations Committee.
Oh,
you come here.
You care about science? Now you're threatening to defund it?
Oh my God! No, you don't fund
because
science.
you don't know what Loper Bright is. Because you don't know what the major policies doctrine is. Your message to our folks at the EPA is that you want to defund us.
I don't have to listen to this BS.
BS. Do you think I made up these cases?
Yeah, I think you have made up a whole
I
lot of
made up Loper Bright. I made up West Virginia versus EPA. I made up Michigan versus EPA.
Woe is right. What are you doing? Why are you helping polluters?
Whoa, hang on there. Hold up, lady. Deranged and dangerous. Oh, GD coming with the hard questions. I'm done with the nukes until somebody answers me. So why do you want them to? Oh yeah, I know you can read minds, Rufus. Yeah. Yeah, until you answer my question, I am off that topic. Art of the deal. Iran isn't my enemy. Well, I don't know where you live, but and I don't know what your religious practice is, but over here in America, they've been saying death to Americans for 47 years. All right, Lux, let's see. Again, nobody answers. Nobody answers. Nobody answers. JB. Well, what do you think? What do you think they'll do with them? What are you talking about? They've declared they will use them. They're only building them to use them. They're on record. Smug commie would fit well here. Link for commie. Smug weirdo. Get your own channel, commie. All right, here we go. Sanity, reason, GD. When will we see the Holiday Man on the Holiday Man channel? Only the Holiday Man knows this. He's running some errands, whatever he has to do, and his health or whatever. I don't know. But you rest assured you have the Doc's Report here during the day. As soon as I see Mental Jock turn on his channel, I'll go live. Just a joke. Okay, just a joke. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah. More nukes. They have clips. Jimmy. Minority Report. Docs wants a Minority Report world, where we preventatively take, okay, go into debt, yeah. I think the debt, if we grow the economy, you're always going to have some debt, McLobster. But growing the economy solves a lot of problems. Slag with purple hair. Jimmy, how can anyone take a slag with purple hair seriously? Okay, Rufus. So we'll take your concerns with Jax. JB, Jesus. There. I said Jesus. Okay. All right. There you go. Doesn't want to answer it. Okay. I don't think she could drive a bus. There you go, Jimmy. I got one on my side. He owned her. Oh, look, a typical Democrat yelling her head off because he's not saying what she likes. Yeah, she's deranged. Okay, again, you know what my question is. I'm not going to repeat it. M16. I thought this was the Jax channel. It's the Jax. It's the Holiday Man YouTube channel at TheHolidayMan. Please think of subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. I just happen to be doing a show on it. Oh, that's a tough one. There's more censorship on CFN Central Florida Network than there is in Iran. On this show? Okay, well, you kind of went around it. Why don't you just print up... finally, I guess you're saying, but you're not going to do anything about it. See? Trump did something about it. He ran on it, by the way, too. I'll answer your question, Docs. Most people, including myself, well, I'm not including myself, are anti-proliferation. This means no nukes for any countries, and the world should be working towards disarmament. Okay, the question was, you're a hostile witness. The question was, are you okay with Iran, the Ayatollah, having a nuke? But that's the last time I'm going to say it. All right, now it's the public service part of our show, mental health. And tonight's topic, and it's in the narcissistic personality disorder public service announcement. And here we go.
As a therapist who's had several narcissistic relationships, these are the signs I wish I knew earlier that would have helped me avoid dating a covert narcissist, especially number 4. So here are 4 signs you are dating a covert or vulnerable narcissist. Number 1 is that they're not particularly charming or charismatic. And I know that might sound odd for a narcissist, but covert narcissists aren't very socially adept. They're actually more likely to be awkward, a little shy, kind of pitiful, like someone you want to take care of or help. Number 2 is that all their exes are out to get them. Covert narcissists always have a victimized story about how someone did them wrong, especially their exes. 3 is that you worry a lot about upsetting them. Their sensitivity is something you really appreciate at first, but over time, you start subconsciously censoring yourself because of their emotional fragility. Number 4 is that you feel a pull to help or nurture them. And at first, you feel like you're both going to help each other as you build a life together. But as time goes on, you start to feel like you're the only real adult in this relationship. And number 5 is their emotions control the room. No matter what's going on with you or what you need, their needs always take up the most space. They barely listen to you, and when they do, it's short-lived and goal-driven, aka they need something from you. And healing from this type of narcissist is different because their type of abuse isn't like that of a grandiose narcissist. It's subtle and designed to keep you being their caretaker. So if you want to know how to stop dating narcissists, check out my best-selling book, If Only I'd Known, and you can get the first chapter for free at chelseabrooke.com.
Okay, what's your score?
People who score high in vulnerable narcissism score higher in self-instability. They really are uncertain who they are, and it makes them very insecure. There is a correlation with early childhood abuse. People who develop vulnerable narcissistic traits, it's a compensatory defense mechanism for real pain that they've experienced in their life. It looks like constantly having hostility and resentment for people who are more successful than you, feeling as though you're entitled to special privileges because you've suffered. Not because you're better than others. That's grandiose narcissism. Grandiose narcissists, they feel like they were born better than everyone else. Vulnerable narcissists have quite a low self-esteem on average, and tend to have it's really an uncertain self-esteem. It's a really defining characteristic, and they're very sensitive to rejection. There's actually quite a high correlation with borderline personality disorder. They have a lot of splitting they do with themselves, which is causing them so much unnecessary inhibition of their self-actualization.
All right, finally, brace yourself. This is a 6-minute clip.
There is one very predictable thing the covert narcissist always does, and that's what I'm covering today. Let's dive in. So let's talk about the one very predictable thing that covert narcissists always do. Now, before I dive into the nitty-gritty of what the covert narcissist gets up to, I want to touch on the difference between overt or grandiose narcissism and covert narcissism, as well as point out some of the telltale signs that will help you to figure out whether or not the person you're dealing with is in fact a covert narcissist. Now, to begin with, covert narcissism is a subtype or subgroup of the destructive narcissist personality pattern. Furthermore, destructive narcissism, whether that be overt or covert, the personality pattern is on a spectrum, a continuum, meaning these issues are never black or white. There is a spectrum, a continuum to the personality pattern we're discussing. So, a destructive narcissist personality pattern will manifest in varying degrees from one individual to another. Now that said, it's also important to understand that the covert narcissist will present very differently than their more overt or grandiose counterparts. Unlike the grandiose narcissist, the covert narcissist will seem shy and reserved initially, meek even. And although they are certainly socially awkward when meeting new people, the truth is they often use withholding behavior to emotionally manipulate and control others. And they do this in their friendships, their family relationships, as well as their romantic relationships. They'll appear to be extremely private people, but bizarrely so, to the point of hiding themselves and keeping secrets. The kind of things that one would normally share with close personal friends or in any genuine relationship, in the spirit of simply being honest and upfront. These are the things that the covert narcissist will keep from you, and for no apparent reason. They hold their cards very close to their chest, which, in my opinion, speaks to how insecure and shame-based they actually are. But there's more to it than that. Being in the know and knowing something that you don't gives them a sense of power and superiority in their mind. Underneath their demure and self-effacing facade, they actually believe they're better than everyone else and therefore feel entitled to lie by omission. With few exceptions, they prefer to keep family and friends at a safe distance, lest they be exposed. The idea is the less you know, the better. And this is one reason why they allow very few people to get close to them. Most of their relationships can be characterized as superficial, with no real depth, because frankly, they aren't capable of it. They don't have the emotional and psychological equipment to tolerate real and genuine closeness, or openness for that matter. They're too busy hiding, again, who they are and what they really think and feel. And they lie a lot. So you have to be kept at a safe distance. They hide and lie about people, places, and things. They hide and lie about money, and of course they hide and lie about the past, and any responsibility of their own that led to the demise of previous friendships and relationships. And for those of you who are highly empathic, this tendency they have to be so secretive is your first clue. Attempting to genuinely connect with a covert narcissist leaves an empath with an inexplicably uneasy feeling in their stomach. In my view, it's because there's nothing of real substance to connect with. And as empaths, We can feel that emotionally and energetically. And this is because they're really just going through the motions with you. So when you get that strange, disconnected feeling in the pit of your stomach, don't ignore it. It's one of your first clues when attempting to authentically relate to or connect with a covert narcissist. Again, try as you may, there's nothing of real substance to connect with, which then leads me to my next point. They are not authentic or genuine. Although they're good at acting as if they are, but if you hang out with them long enough, you'll soon find out just how disingenuous they actually are. In fact, it usually won't be long before you notice their words and actions seldom align. They talk a good talk, but aren't very good at walking the walk. In reality, they can only feign love or respect, genuine care, compassion, and concern. But once you get to know who they really are, you'll realize you have mounting evidence as to just how unloving, uncaring, and insecure they are in reality. They are fundamentally fake, phony people who do not appreciate, sincerely care about, or love anyone, not even their own children or stepchildren for that matter. Again, they'll talk a good talk, but a closer look at their choices or lack of action-based love, genuine care, compassion, and common sense, concern in particular, in relation to really big issues, will tell you everything you need to know about who and what you're dealing with. Although they act meek and timid, make no mistake, it's an act, a performance. These people are about as fragile as a Mack truck. The reality is, beneath the mask and false persona, they want to believe they're better than everyone else, and therefore feel entitled to behave however they like.
Makes sense to me. Ooh, 27 comments. That was your public service announcement for this stream. Well, I mean, that's your position. I'll get to that. I got to go back. No, you didn't answer the direct question. I said I'm not okay with any country. No, I had told it, but you didn't answer it directly. You did not. Let's see. Well, it's part of the politics. I'll bring my small talk too, and I go through the chats, but I got to have prep. Chili Badger, make tea, not war. Of course, you can't do it. Let's see. Jimmy, saying you want no nukes in the world is as naive as saying there should be no guns. Both are great ideas. Both will never happen. I'm heavily underexposed to the doc's character. Well, I got a channel. Go check out some of my past episodes. I'm heavily underexposed to this doc's character. I'm the real deal. I'm not an act. I don't do satire. I don't. I have my views, etc. On your own advocated positions. Well, it's not my position. Advocating a position. Trump ran on it. He won the majority vote. He won all the way around. He said, when he ran, he said that Iran can never have a nuclear weapon. Period. Doc, don't you think when you're the only one on your own channel advocating a position of what, I got to go along to get along? No, thank you. Rufus, he says, I'm definitely a carrier. Oh, now Pavel thinks that's Jax to a T. That's HC3, man. Let's see, what do you say about Morty saying that you're on the... Oh, that was interesting. That was interesting. Rufus, and I think you were agreeing with him. What do you think? What do you say about Mortimer saying you were on the spectrum, Doctor? Well, the spectrum is autism. Pretty lame. I mean, I was in therapy. That never came up. I was slightly depressed. I told you what that I was exposed to. I'm an adult child of an alcoholic. If you want to look that up and traits with that, yeah, that's you got me. But autistic, and whatever spectrum you're on, the alcoholic spectrum or the autistic spectrum or the narcissistic spectrum of narcissism, does it affect your life? Does it impact your career? Does it impact it? It hasn't. I held job. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. It hasn't. I can get out of the house. I can moved across the country. In my mind, I'm successful. Now, I didn't marry and have a family, but I just wanted to be successful. I wanted to be accomplished. I think also the narcissist doesn't accomplish. They talk. So, but I think the last one was pretty accurate. But it's just a public service announcement for those that are in need for it. So what do you say? Well, what's there to say? Pretty weak, really. GD, the magpie, I always wonder what kind of narcissist I was. Okay, at least you own it. The magpie said, hey, docs, I think this narcissism term gets thrown around. Well, it is a diagnosis. Don't mistake it. A lot of people use it for selfishness. Oh, he's narcissistic. No, it gets pretty complicated. The expert, if you ever want to look it up, is Vaknin, V-A-K-N-I-N. But if you're involved with somebody that you just, either online or in real life, that you just can't quite get, if you're around them long enough, and then if you educate yourself on this, it explains everything. Everything. Magpie waves to the chat. Withholding cuntism, McLobster. Women use the term mostly. Well, unfortunately, there are women narcissists, but there's mostly I think men are, but they end up marrying them. And they end up getting, it's terrible. So women use the term mostly because they marry them. There's Rufus, always hanging in there, Rufus. Let's see, Magpie. Most women are one anyway. Well, I wouldn't say that. They have to be. It's in their programming. The Magpie. Most women are one anyway. They have to be. It's in their program. Well, I am quoted as saying, "Never trust a woman." This is what I've found. I mean, just be careful. Be careful. Archie's laughing. I see. Let's see. M16. Well, look how obsessed they are with their appearance. Again, well, it has to be. If you're talking about women, look how they're obsessed they are with their appearance. That's how they're judged. What are men attracted to? It's their appearance. That's a big deal. And the most critical of their appearance are other women. But that's, they have to take care of that. But that's not narcissism. It's a fascinating, in a nutshell, look Archie, okay, just because we all are aware of Archie. Archie Luxury III with the jet and all the watches and the money and the tuxedo, that's the false self. That's how he sees himself. Nobody else sees him that way. We see Paul Pluta, a bumbling, going out of his door, or that, what did he do? He did one piece of video in a Breguet guy out there walking in front of the Breguet store back and forth with his arms down. That's how the world sees him. Where the plumber comes up to work on his house and sees Pluta, he doesn't see Archie Luxury III. He says Pluta. He sees Pluta. Chili Badger, he weighs in. Magpie, because you're good with ladders, I'd say you're a very well-balanced narcissist. Ladies and gentlemen, Chili Badger. A well-elevated narcissist. You're going to have to replay it, Magpie. Let's see. Look him up. Doc's revisionist history. No words. Doc's no revisionist history, please. Are you? Well, you're. I mean, I've got tape of it. I mean, I've got the old clips. He's always said from day one, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. That's not revisionist history. That was one of his platforms. He was criticizing the other wars. That's true. But he said they cannot have a nuclear weapon. That's not revisionist. Oh, did he do that? Wasn't aware of that. Gee, God, can Morty be considered real MAGA? Make America Great Again if he sold his limited edition Trump Ruger 1022? Sure he can. It's not what you own, it's the state of mind and how you vote. Okay. Do as... Lex Luger, the wrestler, again, it's not about... See, that's what I thought. I thought when a narcissist it was like a bodybuilder or an actor, you know, who really thinks a lot of himself. It could be remember that guy in the wheelchair on Howard Stern? What was his name? But he was a narcissist. It doesn't matter. It's how they see themselves, not you. Not how you see them. You can be a nothing burger, and you could still be a narcissist. It's how they see themselves. All right, 1 hour, 52 minutes. I think I've done a tremendous show. Well, that's wrestling. Gee, God, that was literally his nickname, Doc. Okay, whatever. I see him now. He's, you know, since he got off the steroids, he's just a... I didn't watch that much of him. I do like the older wrestlers now, the ones that survived, how they talk about, you know, backstage and some of the real fights they had and the business, you know, like behind the scenes. All right. 1 hour, 52 minutes, the Doc's report on the Holiday Man YouTube channel. What a treat it's been today. It'll be interesting. I hope the live chat is still in there, but I don't have control over the YouTube channel, so I can't make sure of that. Have I played everything? I think. Yep. I think I got it. All right. Another comment. Gee, God, the narcissist Lex Luger. That was okay. Retired Man channel. Retired EDMM. Keep it real. All right.
No